Hello friends, in the last videos we covered about what is a row set, what are various types of row sets are there, what is the difference between result set and row set, we covered very clearly, right? Sir, now a small chota important concept which came in JDBC 4.0 version, a small add-on concept I want to cover, sir. Row ID. Are you getting what is the concept name, sir? Row ID. Observe that. Sir, what is row ID? Something like student ID. Are you getting something like student ID? So row identifier, okay, it is an interface present in java.sql package. Remember this one. Row ID is an interface present in java.sql package. So this row ID interface introduced in JDBC 4.0 version. Oh, it is the new concept which came in JDBC 4.0 version, right? Sir, what is row ID? Very simple, sir. For every row, database engine is going to associate a unique ID, which is nothing but what? Row ID. For every row, database engine is going to associate a unique ID, which is nothing but row ID. For every row, a separate unique identifier associated by the database, which is nothing but what? Row ID, sir. Internally, row ID represent logical address of that row. Sir, whenever I'm asking, hey database engine, can you please provide my data? Can you please provide my required data? How the database engine is going to fetch that data based on this logical address, which is nothing but one? Row ID. Okay. Sir, who is the responsible to provide row ID? We are not responsible, man. Okay, programmer is not responsible. Whenever we are inserting rows, automatically database engine is going to generate row ID. So generation of row ID is not our job, our responsibility, right? Sir, clear for all of right? Sir, 3 to 4 points about row ID. Row ID is an interface present in java.sql package. Row ID, okay, interface introduced in JDBC 4.0 version. For every row, a separate unique ID associated by the database engine, which is nothing but row ID. Row ID represents logical address of the row. Internally, database engine is going to fetch the rows based on this logical address only. So who is going to use this row ID concepts are internally database engine. Sir, who is the responsible to provide this row ID? Not programmer, sir. Whenever we are inserting our rows, internally database engine is going to generate that row ID. Okay, sir. Can I see row ID or not? Yes, man. Yes, every table implicitly contains one separate column. What is that column? Is row ID column. Are you getting right? Every table implicitly contains one row ID column. By using that row ID column, happily we can able to see, sir. So if I open SQL command prompt, SQL plus command prompt, then you can able to show. I can able to show what is the row ID for each and every row. Have a look once, sir. Observe a bit very carefully. Sir, here this is about my SQL plus command prompt. Observe that. Observe a bit carefully, sir. Here, 1 minute, sir. 1 minute. Observe. I'm taking select row ID. Okay, sir, select star from employees. I'm taking select a star from employees. Sir, only employee number, employee name, employee salary, employee address is coming. Sir, how many rows are available, sir? There are 4 rows are available. Have you observed, right? 4 rows are available. Okay, like, sir, for every row ID is there. Sir, I want row ID also. Can you please guide how I can able to see? Very simple, sir. Select row ID, comma, employee name, comma, employee number, next employee name, next employee salary, employee address from employees. Are you getting? From employees. If I can ask, then automatically have you observed, right? So the first column itself is nothing but one? Row ID. Remember that, sir. The first column itself is nothing but one? Row ID. Second column onwards, employee number, employee name, employee salary, and employee address. Everyone can able to understand, right? So for every row, a separate row ID internally maintained by database engine. Clear for all of, right? So I hope you people can able to understand, right? Okay, now what is a Java code? How I can able to get row ID in the Java program? What is the advantage of that, sir? Sir, usually I'm asking select a star from employees. Are you getting? So database engine has to identify corresponding row ID. Based on that, fetch the data and provide it to that. It is the time consuming. What I can do is, if I will ask a data directly by row ID, then automatically the biggest advantage what I'm going to get, fast retrieval of data. Are you getting that? We can able to retrieving process by default will become faster. Performance by default is going to be improved. So in Java program, if you want, you can able to access row ID. What is the way how you can access, how you can able to display, how you can use that row ID for the future purpose? All these things I will explain with the example. Don't worry about that, sir. Up to this, whatever I covered, 4 points. Just have a look once. This is our material, right? So row ID interface present in which package? Java.sql package. Sir, introduced in which version? JDBC 4.0 version. For every row, database engine will associate unique ID, which is nothing but one row ID. Internally, row ID represent logical address of the row. Next up, whenever we are inserting rows, automatically database engine will generate row ID for each row, and programmer is not responsible to provide. Now, database engine will use row ID internally to retrieve data. The main advantage of row ID is fast retrieval of data. Clear for all of it? Okay, that's all. This is about the basic idea what is row ID. Now I will explain, sir, sample Java code to retrieve row ID, right? Sir, very simple. Just observe a bit very carefully about this terminology, right? Sir, result set RS is equal to st dot execute query. Sir, what is my query, sir? Select. Don't use a star. I want to row ID explicitly, right? Select row ID, comma, employee number, employee name, employee salary, employee address. Okay, employee address. Okay, like you can, sir, row ID implicit column. If you want, you can ask directly, sir, row ID, enum, ename, esal, e-address from employees. Okay, from employees. Okay, like I took, sir. This is my, sir, query. Now result set by default we are going to get. Sir, now from this result set, the first column is row ID. Are you getting right? Sir, for the first row, I want to just observe row ID. ID is equal to rs dot. Sir, if it is the number type, if it is the employee number type, get int. If it is the employee name, get string. If it is the salary, get a float, get a double, like this, right? Same way, rs dot get row ID. Are you getting right? rs dot get row ID. You can use either column name. What is the column name, sir? Row ID. Either column name, or otherwise, instead of this row ID, you can take one also. One, because in this result set, 5 columns are there. First column is nothing but row ID. Either column name you can use, or corresponding column index we can take. Sir, 1. Sir, now I got row ID object. Sir, row ID is an object. Sir, if you want to print the data, compulsory we require to convert into string representation. How you can able to do that? Sir, first convert this row ID into byte array. Are you getting? Byte array b is equal to id dot get bytes. Are you getting? Get bytes. Sir, can you please convert this id into byte array? Now I got binary data. Sir, this byte array, can you please convert into string? That is about my requirement. String s is equal to new string of sir b. String S is equal to new string of B. Now for the given byte array, sir, I'm getting string representation. If you want, happily you can print system.out.println of yes row ID of the sir corresponding row. By default you are going to get. Everyone can able to understand, right? Sir, this is the simple way how you can able to get a row ID, sir, for the given row. Clear? Result set. In the result set, in our SQL query, explicitly you have to ask, I want a row ID. Next and after that, row ID is equal to like you people. So row ID is an object. Row ID is an object. Convert into byte array. Convert that byte array into string. SOP of string. By default, you are going to get the required data. Everyone can aware, sir? If you feel comfortable, let me go for a small executable program so that you people can feel more comfortable, right? Sir, observe that sample code. Here I will look once. Whatever I explained on the board is the same code only. Result set rs is equal to st.execute query. Select row ID, enum, ename, ecal and so on. Row ID is equal to rs.get row ID. Either row ID name you can use or one you can use, right? Next, row ID is an object and hence we have to convert into byte array. Sir, byte array B is equal to id dot get byte. We have to convert byte array into string so that we will get meaningful string representation. Are you getting that? Meaningful string representation we will get. Okay, string S is equal to new string of byte array. Now system.out.println of B. Everyone can able to understand what is the sample Java code to get a row ID for the given row. Okay, if you feel comfortable, let me convert this total discussion into executable program so that you people can get much clarity, right? Okay, that's all, sir. Sir, now I will explain how to retrieve data from the employees table including row ID. A small executable program, happily we can able to, sir, execute, sir. Have a look once. So demo program to display data including row ID. Okay, sir, import java.sql.star. Next up, public class row ID demo 1. Okay, main method throws exception. Sir, have you observed? Connection con is equal to driver manager.get connection of JDBC colon Oracle colon thin colon Scott / tiger. Have you remembered? Somewhere we covered in the last videos. Driver manager class contain, sir, get connection. Three get connection methods are there. 3 arguments, 2 argument, 1 argument. Sir, this is I'm using only 1 argument. In that argument, username and password is also there, sir. If you observe, Scott / tiger, shortcut way, sir. Okay, we are not required to pass username and password as the separate arguments, right? In the JDBC URL only, we can able to combine. Next, statement st is equal to conduct, create statement. Result set rs is equal to st.execute query. Select row ID, ename, ecal, address from employees. Are you getting? First I asked row ID. Select row ID, enum, ename, ecal, address from employees. Next, while rs dot next. While rs dot next, sir, row ID is equal to rs dot get row ID. Sir, byte array B is equal to id dot get bytes. Sir, string row ID is equal to new string of B. So I'm getting row ID from the first column. Next, I'm trying to convert into string. Now, sir, row ID, print this string plus rs dot get int of 2, get string of 3, get double and get string of 5. Because, sir, second column will become employee number, employee name, employee salary, employee address. Sir, now con dot close. That's all. Now this program is going to display employees data including row ID also. Are you able to understand, right? If you feel comfortable how you can use this row ID for fetching the data, that part we will go for next level. First let me execute this program, sir. Observe a bit carefully. Sir, import java.sql.star, public class row ID demo, public static void main. Next and after that, connection con is equal to driver manager.get connection, statement st. Next, result set rs is equal to st.execute query, select row ID, enum, ename, ecal. While rs dot next, row ID is equal to rs dot get row ID of 1. byte array b is equal to id dot get byte, string row id is equal to new string of b, sop of row id like this, con dot close. Okay, now my target is, sir, let me execute this code, sir. Let me execute this code from the command prompt. Okay, here java c row id demo 1 dot java, row id demo 1 dot java, row id demo 1. Have you observed? Right? Sir, total, sir, four rows are available. Sir, first column is a row id. Are you getting? For every column a separate unique id by default will be generated or not? Yes. Okay, this is the first one, this is the second, third, fourth, like this, right? So this is what you people should aware. Okay, so the first column whatever you are getting, what is this one, sir? A fu 5 double a b triple a l a p double a. Sir, triple a like what? This one is nothing but row id. Everyone can able to understand? Actually, if you are going to learn Oracle or SQL server, sir, database side, the people are going to aware this one, but not Java programmers. But if you aware, it will be good. Okay, the equivalent interface row id came in the JDBC 4.0 version. Sir, are you seeing practically what is row id? How I can able to access row id from our JDBC program? Clear, right? Okay, that's also. Sir, now I will explain how you can retrieve data based on row id. If you provide row id, based on that directly we can able to retrieve the data. So the biggest advantage, if you provide row id, then fetching that record will become very fast and very easy to database engine. Remember that, sir. That's why, sir, if you required a record multiple times, then automatically better to access the data by using row id. How you can able to do that, sir? A small executable program I will show. Have a look once, sir. Demo program to retrieve rows based on row id. If I will provide row id, now my JDBC program has to retrieve that data. Sir, import java.sql star public class row id demo 2 second program, main method throws exception, connection con. Sir, already you people aware. Next statement st is equal to con dot create statement, result set rs is equal to st dot execute query, select star from employees, where row id is equal to whatever row id you have, just provide that row id. Okay, that's all. How you can able to get? Already we know that. Okay, sir, now, sir, if rs dot next up, if rs dot next sop rs dot get int of 1, rs dot get string of 2, rs dot get double of 3, and so on. Now con dot close. Sir, if you want get row id, then ask the database admin, Array, can you please provide row id for so and so column? Directly I can use that row id in my program. Yes, such type of option is also available. Just have a look once, sir. Observe that this is my program. Regarding this is my program, sir. Connection con, sir, statement st is the same. Next result set rs is equal to select a start from employees, where row id I don't want, sir. I don't know, sir. X I'm taking. Now how you can replace? I will show. If rs dot next system dot out dot println rs dot get int of 1, rs dot get string of 2, and so on. Sir, I don't know about row id. Sir, I executed previous program. That's why I can able to aware. Sir, I don't know that. Just open SQL plus command prompt. Already I showed. Select row id, ename employees like this, right? Sir, now first have you observed, right? Here if you see, sir, Sunny is there. This is the 200 Sunny. Sir, what is the corresponding row id? Just copy paste. Copy, and happily you can use in our program. Okay, instead of triple x, just let me paste this one. Regarding this is the row id. So select a star from employees, where row id is equal to like this. Okay, now have a look once, sir. Row id demo 2 dot java, row id demo 2 dot java row id demo 2. Then automatically which information by default I'm getting, sir? Sunny. Second row information by default we can able to get. Similarly, sir, I don't want based on I mean 200. Sir, now I want Bunny. Bunny. What is the corresponding row ID, sir? This is my row ID. Are you getting corresponding row ID itself is this one? Just replace this row ID with this new one. Can you please have a look once, sir? What is the output by default we will get? Same program. Let me compile and let me run once again. Now this time bunny information by default we are going to get. Sir, if you know row ID, then you can able to get the corresponding data. The biggest advantage of this approach is, what is the biggest advantage of this approach, right? Fast retrieval of data. But anyway, this is the new concept. Most of the databases may not provide support, but if you aware already, it's a beautiful concept, sir. Clear for all of you, right? That's all.